Hi Capricorn, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is your May 2016 love and relationships reading. It is a general reading for the sign of Capricorn, so it's not going to specifically apply to everyone. If it is not resonating, please check your moon or your rising sign. And I'm also offering personalized readings for your specific situation. You can check my website below. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this first card, Capricorn, is going to represent your energy, your expectations, hopes, and fears for love in the month of May. The second card is going to represent the obstacles to overcome. And the third card is going to represent the outcome or the realization. Okay, Capricorn, so for your energy, we have represented the 10 of Pentacles. And this tells me that a lot of Capricorns are hoping and, desiring. Their expectation is for a relationship that is going to bring them not only financial security and success, but stability, a family that has pride, a sense of pride, a traditional family, legacy to not only enjoy themselves, but to pass on, to their future generations. This is pretty much, it's like the epitome of success. You can see this is a very classy group of people. You have the traditional family. You have tons of financial success. They're very comfortable. They live a very nice quality life, but they're not afraid of hard work. In fact, that's kind of a prerequisite. I feel that a lot of Capricorns are searching for someone that they can respect. At the end of the day, they have to be able to respect this person, and they have to be able to, that person that they want to be with, they have to have the same or similar long-term goals in mind. You're definitely not searching for a fly-by-night, flighty, just kind of here today, gone tomorrow. That's definitely not the energy that a lot of Capricorns are seeking. This is a very stable, very hardworking, in it for the long haul, traditional, more conservative, stable, I keep getting stable, family, basically. So I would say that this is what the Capricorn in general is really looking for. And this is less like emotionally frivolous. It's not, it's not that the physical side, sex and those types of things aren't important. In fact, they are. But the emotional, foo-foo romantic stuff is not as important as the stability and wanting to find a partner that is going to help them achieve their goals in life, that they can kind of reach this financial security together, that they can be like-minded, that they could almost be like business partners in a way, or just have the same goals and desires. So, because together you can achieve success, you can achieve recognition, prestige in society, you can have children that you're proud of, and, children that are proud of you, and you can also pass down to future generations. So that is what I'm getting. And so as far as what the fear would be someone that's opposite of that. The fear would be someone that does not value those things, that is not in it for the long haul, that isn't success oriented or goal oriented or ambitious, or doesn't appreciate hard work and, putting in the time, because it's also about character. I feel that many Capricorns are seeking for the character qualities. They don't just expect to get handed everything. They want to earn it, and they want to do it by their own work of their hands, their own smarts, their own self-reliance. So the fear would be not attaining that, not having that success, failing, basically. So in regards to relationships, that's why a relationship partner, if they do not help in this overarching desire of the Capricorn, that would be their greatest fear, is that the person would not help them in their ultimate life goals. As far as what the obstacle is to overcome for the month of May. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And so what this tells me is that the issue at hand for some Capricorns is, I feel like there's been some arguing. There's been some arguing. This is a fire energy. So for those of you that are in a relationship, or, you know, I'm feeling like for a lot of Capricorns, I'm feeling like they're in relationships. Maybe not all, but I feel like the issue has been that there's been arguments with your partner. And these have probably just been more like ego or pride or just silly things. And I feel that, you know, a lot of Capricorns are tired of that. They're tired, you know, because Capricorns are definitely fighters. They're not going to just give in. You know, they have a strong sense of pride and, you know, self-worth. And so this tells me that there's been battles that you've had to kind of stand your ground. You've had to defend your beliefs or whatever the issue is. But when it's in reverse, it's saying that you're kind of tired of that. So a lot of Capricorns are tired of fighting with their partner, or tired of maybe just fighting with someone they're interested in dating, or just tired of fighting on some level. And so the challenge is going to be, Capricorn, that some of you are going to be tempted to let that temper or ego, you know, get fired up again. That even though, you know, you're ready to reconcile, you're ready to put down, to just put down your pride and ego and just say, you know what, let's just come to an agreement. Let's just figure this out. That's your intention. I feel the temptation is going to be for tempers to flare, something to be said, something, you know, to get misinterpreted or to be confused or misunderstandings. And that's where the temptation is going to be to get defensive. And maybe some of you, not all, this is general, you know, you've attracted someone that can push your buttons. And you're just having to bite your tongue more. And you love this person, but there's just times where they, you know, it's tough. It can be tough. So sometimes we attract people that, you know, kind of bring things out in us so that we can heal and grow and see different aspects of ourselves. So I do feel that some of you Capricorns are in a very passionate relationship that's very exciting, but that also it can push your buttons, and just keeping, you know, just staying on the higher path, because I feel that you don't want to have this energy anymore. You don't want to have this fighting energy. It's like you'll go there if you have to, but you don't want that. Like at the end of the day, you want harmony. You want to work towards these goals. This is what you're all about. You want to work towards this long-term success and financial stability and security and providing a stable family life. That's really where your heart is at. So whatever these petty arguments, you know, they're really just distractions. So hopefully, you know, in this coming month, there'll be less of those. But for some of you, that will still be a temptation, because I do see as the outcome, we have the King of Swords in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse, some of you Capricorns are going to have to, some of you Capricorns are probably, based on this energy here, I feel that you're strongly seeing what you know what you want. You know who you are. You know the type of partner that you want. But some of you are with maybe a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And there's probably been a lot of sparks and excitement, but I feel like there's been some arguing for some of you. And, you know, you're trying to reconcile these differences. You're trying to work it out. But, you know, some of you may be able to work it out, but some of you may not, because when you have the King of Swords in reverse, this is where he basically can't take it anymore. He gets to the point where, you know, it's like no more Mr. Nice Guy. So this is like that cold logic, totally emotionally detached energy. And so I feel that some of you by the end of the month are going to be at that point with your partner where you're just over it. You're exhausted emotionally. You've already tried, you've been fighting, you've been trying to make up. And some of you actually might cut that relationship off. I mean, you might be seriously contemplating to just cut them off and have no regret, have no remorse. For others of you, you just might be feeling like you're losing your cool. You're losing, You know, you're just drained because of this fighting that's been happening, or this arguing. And, you know, it's just you're having a hard time being diplomatic, because when he's in his upright position, he's very self-controlled. He's self-controlled, he's authoritative, he really cuts through, you know, the issues, and he does it with pure logic and reason. So when he's in his reverse position, it's kind of like, you know what, the words are just going to come out the way they're going to come out. And sometimes, you know, arguments, we can say things that we don't mean. It's like we get elevated to that point where, you know, just the words come out, whatever they're going to say, and they can be sharp. They can be sharp. So I'm taking this in a few ways that some of you Capricorns are going to be tested in your relationships as far as your words and just having self-control, because your emotions have been really pushed and prodded and triggered, basically. And that some of you might actually need to, you know, sever ties with certain people in relationship, because once again, you know, remember, because you know, the energy that you're really desiring, Capricorn, this is not an overly emotional energy. This is a very grounded, earthy, down to earth. It's like I said, there's not a lot of highs and lows. This is steady. This is secure. This is reliable. This is loyal. This is dependable. This is practical. So if you're with someone that's just getting you all fired up, where you're just like, one day I feel great, the next day I'm like gonna pull my hair out, you know, or one day I'm self-controlled and the next day, like, I can't even just bite my tongue anymore. That might be a sign that, you know, this relationship isn't helping you or helping you be who you really want to be. And, you know, sometimes we have to go through what we have to go through. We have to be in a certain relationship to see what we want or what we don't want. And I know how loyal you are, so I know that you're going to try until the bitter end to make it work, you know, if you're in a committed relationship. So, and you know, if this could just be a rough patch for some of you, where there is more fighting, you are being tested more with your words, but you might just make it out okay. You know, this is just like a bump in the road. So you know, every Capricorn situation is going to be different. These are just the energies that are being picked up for some of you. So let's go ahead and see if we can find out some additional information. What is a healing message for Capricorn that can help them in their love life in the month of May? Okay, so we have balance. And the key words here are renewing, acknowledging, compromise, equality, harmony, and healing. Balance is important in all aspects of life, but it is especially important in relationships, both with others and with yourself. This card suggests that you examine your relationships to see if they are truly in balance. A healthy relationship should include time to be together as well as time apart. Take some time in peaceful solitude to renew your acquaintance with yourself. Acknowledge what you bring to the relationship and what your partner brings to the relationship. Ensure that you both play an equal role and that no one person dominates. Compromise is required in order for a relationship to be harmonious. Be willing to give and to receive. By finding the middle ground, you will help to ensure that your needs and the needs of your partner are met. Compromise also includes accepting that people are individuals with different personalities and ways of looking at the world. Embrace your differences. Rejoice in your similarities. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through issues honestly and with love, confident that your differences can be resolved. This is an excellent time to help heal discordant relationships by bringing them into better balance. If you are seeking a romantic relationship, balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. Also, make sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance, and it will help set the tone for new romance that is on its way to you. So the affirmation, Capricorn, is I embrace our differences and bring balance and healing to my relationships. Okay, so that's pretty powerful. So maybe some of this conflict for some of you, there's just been like a power battle. There's been, you know, a power struggle, excuse me. And so just remembering that, you know, you want like a 50, you know, ideally you want like a 50-50 share, a 50-50, that's the healthy way. So enough of the power struggles, you know, just seeking to understand each other. You know, I feel that there is definitely hope for your situation, and just listening to your heart, listening to the messages, and taking time for yourself to reflect, because I do sense that some Capricorns are just a little tired and weary physically. So, you know, making sure you rest, because I know that you guys work so incredibly hard. Make sure you get some R&R, and things will be, you know, more clear for you. So I really hope this has helped, Capricorn. If it has, I would so appreciate if you would like, subscribe to this channel to ensure that you get all the messages, tips, and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day.